Okay, so welcome everybody. It's the Tuesday night class. We're going to start the class working on yogic breath. Yogic breath is the breath where you use the diaphragm for the inhale and you use the transversus muscle for the exhale. Now, what this means is that when you breathe in, your tummy expands, but gently, and there's absolutely no pushing. You don't want to push the tummy out as you breathe in. You just want to let the tummy expand a little bit. And then as you breathe out, then you can contract around the waist. So the muscle called the transversus abdominis, but when you breathe out, it contracts inwards and pulls the belly button in around the waist. And if you would all just do a quick exercise with me, I want everybody just to cough, place one hand on your tummy and cough twice. Ready? The belly button should have moved inwards when you coughed. That is the transversus abdominis contracting inwards as you do a fake cough, okay? So that's the contraction that needs to happen as you breathe out. So let's practice this. I'm going to scoot back so you can see a little bit my tummy. My hands are at the belly, around the waist, okay? Relax your shoulders. You can just sit relaxed with the hands on the thighs. Shoulders are relaxed, chest is lifted. So we'll take a deep breath in, and the belly expands naturally, no pushing. And as you breathe out, feel the belly going inwards, just like we did at that cough. And again, breathing in, belly expands, and you breathe out. The belly moves inwards. Keep going with that. Now, as you breathe in and you feel the belly expand, I want you to make sure that the perineal muscles, which are the muscles at the base of the spine, it's actually at the groin, stay contracted. There's no pushing down into the groin. Okay? And when you breathe out, when the belly goes inwards, those perineal muscles can lift a little bit, tightening up. Okay? So there's never any pushing down or pushing out. There's just a small expansion on the breath in. And as you breathe out, you pull inwards and you lift a bit. Do this 3 more times. Takes a little bit of muscle coordination. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Last one. Good. All right. Let's raise the arms up from our sides. Clasp the hands together and push the palms skyward. Arms as straight as possible around the head. Take a deep breath in, lifting up through the chest. Lengthen the neck. Breathe out, lean to your right. And we lift back up. Breathe in through the chest. Breathe out, lean to the left. So the breath now is no longer yogic breath. Breathe in, breathe out to the right. We're breathing in through the chest. Breathing in, rise back up to the left. Good job. One more time each side. Breathing in, breathing out, lean over. And once more, breathing in, breathe out, lean over. Well done. Come back to center. Bring your palms together and bring the thumbs into the upper back. Gently press your head against your forearms. This is going to lift the chest. You should feel the belly stretching. The belly is still pulled in, so no more yogic breath. The yogic breath was just the exercise. Now the breath is in the chest and upper back. So lift and expand the chest as you breathe in. And let the ribs pull inwards and tighten as you breathe out. 3 more breaths like that. Last breath in, up through the chest, upper back expands. And then breathe out, pull the ribs in towards each other. Stretch your arms skyward. And bring the hands down in front of the heart center. Tuck your chin just a little bit to lengthen the neck here. Close your eyes and come into the sensation of your hands and the palms of your hands, the insides of the fingers touching each other. Notice the bumps and the grooves. Notice the heat and the pressure. Take one more deep breath in. And release the hands down by your sides and relax. Good. Okay, this last exercise where we just come into the sensations helps to activate the right-hand side of your hemisphere. Most of us during the day, if you're working especially, are living in the left-hand side of the hemisphere. So this activates more the right-hand side and it helps to balance out the two. Let's get onto our hands and knees onto the mat. So hands are underneath the shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips. In this position, we want to activate the arms. So activating them, you're going to dial your hands out just slightly. So you're going to feel that there's a muscle contraction, but it's not going to be turning the hands. The hands stay pointing forward. So this is what the dialing out feels like. It feels like you're going to turn your hands out, but it doesn't actually turn the hands, okay? So get into that sensation. And we do Marjariyasana, cat and cow. Take a deep breath in, lift your chin, and breathe out and round, look to your belly button. And again, we'll breathe in, lifting the chin, breathing out and rounding. 3 more times, deep breath in, breathing out. Keep going. And I just want to mention, while we do the asanas, while we do the physical practice, there's no yogic breath. We keep the breath in the chest and the upper back. We keep the belly pulled in gently, and we keep the perineum lifted. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. Come back to a flat back. Open your knees as wide as your mat. We're going to stretch our right arm way out in front of us and stretch the hips back. So you get a stretch into the arm, the shoulder. Let your head come to the floor, pushing the hips back, but the right hand stays glued to the floor. Take a few deep breaths here. Rise back up, pushing into your left hand. Bring your right hand back under the shoulder and stretch your left arm out in front of you as far as possible. Press the hips back. Get that stretch into the arm and into the shoulder. Feel it down the left-hand side of the back. And take deep breaths here. Lifting back up. We'll reset our hands down. Bring your knees underneath the hips again, and we'll stretch our right leg back behind. Toes are tucked under, and you'll press the heel backwards so you get a deep stretch into the calf muscle. Hold it here for a few breaths. So we're just prepping the body for our asanas. This is part of mobilization and warming up. Now raise the right foot up off the floor and make nice big circles with the foot. Good. Change the direction of the circle. Now raise the leg as high as possible. You'll feel it a little bit in the low back, small compression, but also contraction in the glute. Deep breath in Breathe out, bring the knee and the nose towards each other under the body. Breathing in, raise the leg again. Lift your chin. Breathing out, knee and nose together. One more time. Breathe in, lifting. Breathing out, knee and nose. Then bring the knee back down. And we'll change legs. Stretch your left leg behind you, toes tucking under. Press the heel backwards. Get that stretch into the calf muscle. Deep breathing here. One more deep breath in. Raise the leg behind you. And now make big circles with the foot. Getting rid of any tension in the ankle and the foot. Change the direction of the circle. Now raise the leg as high as possible. Lift your chin. And breathe out, knee and nose come towards each other. Breathing in, raise the leg. High, high, high. Contract through the glute. Breathing out, knee and nose. Once more, raising the leg, lift the chin, and the knee and the nose come towards each other. Bringing the knee back down, walk your knees back about 20 centimeters. Tucking the toes under, let's take our downward facing dog pose. So we've been prepping for this pose with the stretches. The back is engaged, the hands are dialing out, and you're igniting the muscles. Keep your legs straight. Let your heels come closer to the floor. Make a little yes with your head, then a little no, and again a little yes. Okay, taking a deep breath in, move into a plank position. Everything strong, back stays slightly curved, belly in. Press back to downward facing dog. And again, let's move into a plank position, belly in, head lifted. Push back to down dog. Once more, moving into a plank position. Let's lower the knees down and lower the chest down to the floor. Pointing your toes, lengthen your legs out behind you. And let's come up onto the fingertips for that gecko pose. Palms are up, elbows up to the sky as well. Take a deep breath in, press into the fingertips, rise to a little gecko, and come on back down. We do this 5 times. Breathing in, rise, squeeze the shoulder blades. Breathing out, lower. 3 more. 2 more. Here's the last one. Bring your chest back down to the floor. Hands under the shoulders, push up onto the knees. Tuck your toes and take your downward facing dog once again. All right, let's begin stepping our feet forward until you reach the front edge of the mat. And once you're there, feet are hip width, pointing straight forward. Knees are bent. Now this is super important for the low back. Grab your elbows and sway from side to side. So you really let go here. Let go of all of your tension in the shoulders and up and back. Let go of your neck. And it's a time also just to let go of your day. Anything you want to let go of, you can let it go here. All right, lower your arms down and roll your right and left shoulders. Roll them around. Arms are just hanging. Let's turn our head again from right to left, little no. And then up and down for a little yes. Bend your knees now. Hands to your hips. Lift your chest first. The head goes up, chest goes up. Your back is long, elbows to the sky. Press down as if you're coming into a squat, and then you're standing from the squat position, legs straight. Arms down by your sides. Here is where you're going to dial out your feet. So the feet, you feel them as if they're turning out. This engages the legs, and it activates all the muscles. Hands to the heart center, lifting your chest, lift your chin. Okay, take a deep breath in and raise the arms up, stretch skyward. Then breathing out, open your arms as you fold yourself forward. Hands come to the floor. Then come to a halfway lift. Lengthen out your body. And gently step back to a plank position. Everybody comes to plank. We'll lower the right knee down underneath the right hip. And we'll raise the left arm up to the sky. So you twist open. Then bring the left hand back down to the floor, turning yourself down to the floor. You're going to raise the right leg up and into down dog. Leg goes up, bend the knee, open the hip, look underneath your right arm. And then you'll release the right foot back down. Move into a plank position. Left knee comes to the floor. Raise the right arm. We do the same thing, other side. Releasing, bring the arm back down. Tuck the right toes under. You raise the left leg up, 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 up. Down dog, bend the knee, open the hip. And then release it, bring it back down to the floor. Moving back to a plank position. Lower the knees, gently lower yourself to the floor. Point your toes, lengthen out your legs, squeeze the shoulder blades. Rise up to a little cobra, breathing in as you rise. Bring your chest back down. Push up onto the hands and knees first, and then tuck your toes for downward facing dog. Pedal your feet right and left, right and left. Okay, looking to your hands, take big steps forward. Take that halfway lift, the knees stay bent. Fold forward, knees stay slightly bent. Hands to your hips, elbows up. Push your feet down, dial the feet out, and rise to a standing position very, very slowly. Once you're up, lift the chest, relax your arms by your sides. And hands come to your heart center. We'll do that again. Deep breath in, raise the arms, stretch skyward. As you breathe out, fold, bending at the knees, fold at the hips. Come to a halfway lift, breathing in. Step back to a plank position. We lower the right knee down. We raise the left arm, stretch it skyward. And if you wish this time, lift the left leg as well. Bring the hand and the foot back down. Raise your right leg up into down dog, bend the knee, open the hip. Stretch the leg and bring it back down into your down dog. Come back to a plank position. This time the left knee goes to the floor and you raise your right arm. Good, raise the right leg, maybe. Bring the hand and the foot back down to the earth. Right toes tuck under behind you. Lift your left leg up into down dog and bend the knee and open the hip. And straighten the leg, bring it back down to the earth. Moving back into a plank, belly in, arms engaged. Lower yourself down to the floor. Point your toes, lengthen your legs. Rise up to a little cobra. Then bring your chest back down and push back to down dog. Pedaling your feet right and left. All right, good job. Let's take our right leg up and bring it between the hands. Spin your left heel down and rise up to a warrior two position. From the warrior two, clasp your hands together behind you, stretching your arms as straight as possible. You want to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lean back. The right knee is bent, left leg is straight. You've got the right foot dialing out and the left foot dialing out. Open up the chest and the throat. Take a deep breath in here. And then fold forward, keeping the arms as they are. See if you can bring the right shoulder towards the right knee and hold the position. Arms go up towards the sky. Holding 3, 2, 1. Rise back up. Hands come to your hips to release, and you'll stretch your right leg as straight as possible. Reach your right arm out in front of you. Reach beyond the right foot and bring the right hand down to the ankle, pointing the index finger towards the second toe. The left arm can rise up to the sky for triangle pose, and you'll hold here. As much as possible, the right knee stays soft. You can dial the right foot out so that you get that activation of the muscles. That's going to be important to protect the knee. Hold for 2 more breaths. Bring the left hand back down to the floor. If possible, keep the right leg straight. If not, you can micro bend at the knee. Keep the right hand onto the ankle or the foot. And see if you can steer your chest towards the knee and the nose goes down below the knee. Hold the position for 3 more breaths. Bring both hands down to either side of the right leg. Lift your back heel, so it's the left heel that lifts, and you turn the foot forward. Bring both hands now to the inside of the right foot. If you would like, open your right foot out to the right-hand side of your mat a bit. You're in a deep, deep lunge, okay? You could stay here on your hands, or if you feel more comfortable with the knee on the floor, you could do that. You could also lower your left elbow and maybe the right, okay? Find the position that suits you, relax the head and neck, and breathe here. 3 more breaths. The breath is still in the chest and upper back, belly is in. 1 more breath. Lower the back knee. Set the hands down and lift the chest. Okay, keep the hips forward, 1 hand at a time on the front thigh. Relax your back foot. Now, if your knee is on a hard surface and it's uncomfortable, you just take the side of your mat, roll it up, and place the knee on the doubled up part of the mat. Okay, if you want, you can do that, or you keep the mat flat. Lift the chest and press against the front thigh, lifting your head, leaning backwards a bit. Hold the position. Looking forward, raise your left arm up and twist to look over your right shoulder. Right hand slides back to the waist. Look behind you. Hips are still moving forward. Chest is lifted. Breath is in the chest and upper back. Staying calm. 3, 2, 1. Good job, everyone. Okay, bring your hands back down to the earth. Now, setting the mat flat, listen carefully. You're gonna set your hands down to either side of the right foot. Tuck the back toes under, raise the back knee, and raise the right leg as high as possible. Get it long and strong. Now, keeping it straight, open the hips. So you raise your right hip up over the left. Keep the right leg straight. And then we bring the foot down. If you wish, you can stay in down dog, Or if you prefer, you can take child's pose to relax. Find a position which suits you right now for the next 3 breaths. Lifting your head back up. If you're not in down dog, retake your down dog. We've got the left leg coming up and between the hands now. Getting ready for the same thing other side. Rise up to warrior 2. So you've got your left foot dialing out. Right foot as well, dialing out. Stretch the arms as straight as possible. And now clasp your hands together behind you and stretch your arms behind you. Lift the chest, lift the chin, open the throat. Stay here, breathing. Good. Lengthen the belly. The breath is in the chest and upper back. Belly is long. Now lean forward and bring your left shoulder towards your left knee. Arms go up to the sky. Head is down. Staying here for 3 more breaths. Keep it strong. Rising back up, release the arms now. Hands to the hips. Straighten your left leg. And be sure you got the right activation. The left foot is turning outwards. The right foot turning outwards. Left arm reaches. Reach far beyond the left foot and bring the hand down to the ankle. Index finger pointing towards the second toe. Turn your chest to the right, and if possible, raise your right arm. Holding the triangle pose, Trikonasana. Good. Bring the right hand back down to the earth. Keeping your left hand on the ankle to the foot. If you need to micro bend the knee, that's fine. Fingertips come down. The right hand comes down on fingertips. Fold yourself over the left leg. Chest coming towards the knee, nose going underneath the knee. Stay there. Both hands come down now. Bend the left knee. We're going to turn our right foot. That's the back foot. Lift the heel and turn it forward. If you want, you double up the mat, bring the knee down. Or if not, you keep the mat flat, as you wish. Bring both hands to the inside of the left foot. You could walk the left foot out a bit if you wish. Either stay here, or you could bring right elbow down and the left if you wish. Your knee could be down as well. Find the right posture for you. Staying there, deep breaths. Reset your hands down if you were on your elbows. Everyone brings the knee down now. Everyone brings the knee down. Release the foot. One hand at a time on the front thigh. Push against the front thigh to lift the chest. See if you can lift up through the heart center. The throat leans back. Chin lifts up. Arms are straight. Stay here. Hips are forward. Good. 3, 2, 1. Look forward. Raise your right arm. Bring it over the knee. The left hand slides back to the waist or the hip. Turn to look over your left shoulder and stay there. Turning back slowly. Bring your hands down and get yourself ready for a downward facing dog. So you tuck your right toes under, lift the back knee, and we raise the left leg up into down dog. Leg is straight. And then you open the hip with the leg straight. Hold it here, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the foot back down. You can either stay in down dog or you take your child's pose, knees wide, feet together, and you relax. Good job, everyone. Stay there for 3 breaths. Lift your chin, lifting your chest. Bring your elbows down underneath your shoulders, palms together. Stretch one leg at a time behind you, toes tucked under, until you're in a low plank position. Hips are down, but there remains a small curve in your low back. You don't want to tuck your hips under too much. Keep the belly flat, looking at your hands. Press the elbows down and feel like you're pulling your elbows towards your waist. Staying here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees. Now I want you to turn into a position where you can see your device, where you can see me. So you'll stretch out one arm and you'll roll onto the side. Okay? You're on one side, turned so that you can see me. All right, good. Now, the arm that's underneath the head, I want you to bring it in front of you. So it's in front of the shoulder, palms down. Legs are stretched out on your mat, and you're on the hip, but find the comfortable position on your hip so that you're not right on that bone, which is actually the trochanter of the femur bone. But you want to be, I always like to put myself a little bit behind that bone so that it's not painful. I'm not on the bone. Hand, the top hand comes to the back of the head. The elbow is up, okay? The lower leg, you can bend it a little bit behind you and stretch your top leg as straight as possible, toes pointed. Okay, belly in. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you'll bend the top knee. You'll lift and touch elbow to knee. And then stretch the leg out. Stretch your body out. And again, breathe out, knee and elbow come together. Breathing in, go back down. You can push gently on the arm that's out in front of you. Breathing out, lift. Breathing in, stretch it out. Breathing out, lift. Breathing in, stretch it out. Once more, breathing out, lift. Breathing in, stretch it out. Now, you can keep going with the one leg, or you stretch both legs out, toes pointed. Breathing out, bend both knees up. Breathing in, stretch it out. We have 5 more. 5, 4, breathe out. 3, keep going. 2, here's the last one. 1, whew. All right, bring the legs back down. I want you to roll onto your tummy. Hands underneath the forehead and let your neck and head relax for a moment. Good. Open your feet. So feet are apart. And we're going to lift both legs up off the floor, squeezing the glutes tight. And then bring them back down. When you lift, see if you can get the knees and the thighs just above the knees off the floor. Here we go again. Lift, squeezing the glutes, and bring the legs back down. 3 more. Lifting, back down. Good. Very good. 2 more. Here's your last one. Lifting and squeezing and lowering down. Good job. Move your hips from side to side just to relax and to let go. Okay, we're going to add on to this. The feet are still apart. We're going to lift, bring the feet together to touch, squeeze the glutes tight, then open the feet and lower down. Here we go. Lifting, squeeze, touching the feet, opening, and lower down. Good. Again, lifting, squeezing, opening, lower down. Two more. Lifting, squeezing, opening, lower down. Last one. Let's go. Lift, squeeze, open, and lower down. Bravo. Very, very good. Move your hips from side to side. Hands underneath the shoulders. Push up onto the hands and knees. Knees apart, feet together. Get a little stretch in child's pose. Rising back up. Swing your legs around and turn your head to the other side now. So you'll stretch out the lower arm, top hand behind the head, bend the lower knee. So now we're working the other side. These are the oblique muscles on the other side. Top hand behind the head, elbow is bent. Arm is out in front of you, lower leg bent, top leg straight, point the toes. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, lift, elbow and knee come together. Breathing in, stretch it back out. Breathing out, elbow and knee come up. Breathing in. Breathe out, control it. Breathing in. Two more. Good job. I can see you doing it. Good. One more. All right. Now, take a break. You can either keep going with one leg or you stretch both legs out. Make sure you're comfortable on the hip. Head is supported with that hand behind the head. Here we go. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, both knees, or just the one. Breathing in, stretch back out. 5 more. 4 more. Breathing out. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Woo. Okay, bend your knees now. Everybody roll onto your back. Once you are on your back, turn your head from side to side to relax the neck. Perfect. Bring your arms by your sides, palms down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and walk your feet away from you. Heels are down into the floor, toes pointing up to the sky. The knees are slightly bent, okay? So this is the hamstring bridge. You're going to feel the backs of the legs very strongly in this bridge. Lift your hips up. If you're not sure, just touch the backs of your thighs and you'll feel, wow, the hamstrings are hard as a rock. Hold them there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips down. Good job. Walk your feet in now, and you get set up for the classic bridge. Elbows pressing down into the floor. I like to have the hands pointing up to the sky because then you can get your shoulder blades tight together at the upper back. Then raise the hips. Take some deep breaths here. Walk your feet in towards each other and raise your right leg. Point the toe to the sky and hold here using only the left leg for the half bridge pose. Press into the floor with the left foot. Stay with this. Good. Bend the right knee, bring the foot back down, raise the left leg, pointing the toe to the sky. Feel your right leg working hard to keep the hips up. Stay there. Deep breaths. One more deep breath in. Good. Bring the foot back down. Lift the hips back up again for your bridge pose. Hold here. And raise your arms over your head, reaching behind you. Lengthen out the neck, lengthen the spine, and lower the back, one vertebra at a time. Very, very slowly. See if you can get the back to lay itself down flat on the floor. Once the back is all the way down, bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide. Bring the hands onto your tummy, and we're going to re-practice the yogic breath. So as you breathe in, just feel your tummy expand naturally. And as you breathe out, feel that the tummy goes inwards. You have a small contraction, and the perineum moves up towards the belly button. Practice about 10 of these breaths. About 3 more breaths like this. Now let's raise our knees back up. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh and raise both legs up, grabbing behind the left thigh. So this is reclining pigeon. Pull the knees towards the shoulders. Keep your head relaxed and stay here. Shoulders down, deep breaths. To add on, you can stretch your left leg as straight as possible, heel pointing skyward. See if you can grab behind the calf. If not, keep your hands behind your thigh. Pull the legs toward you and stay here. Bend your left knee. Keep the legs crossed. Set the left foot on the floor and allow your knees to fall to your left. Turn your head to the right. Stretch the right arm out to the side. Go as far as is possible for the knees and the back, keeping the shoulders down. Uncross your legs. Raise your right knee first, left knee follows. And let's cross the left leg over the right, ankle on the thigh. Lifting both legs up, we've got reclining pigeon. Hold first with both knees bent. We'll straighten the leg later. Keep the legs crossed and stretch your right leg to the sky, flexing the foot, grab behind the calf. See if you can pull the leg closer to you. If not, you just hold your hands behind the thigh. Rebend the right knee, keeping the legs crossed. Set the foot down on the floor. Let the knees fall to your right. Turn your head to the left. Spinal twist. Gently uncross the legs to roll back onto your back. Now, keeping the knees bent and keeping the feet flexed, I want you to open your legs as wide as possible. If possible, hold behind the thighs, either from the sides or from the inside. Keep your head down. The knees don't come too close to the shoulders. They keep at the level of the hips. So this is reclining frog. Neck and shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed. Deep breaths here. Then we bring the knees back together. Set your feet flat on the floor. If you have a block or a pillow nearby, take the block or the pillow. Raise your hips up and place the pillow underneath the hips. So your shoulders are lower than the hips. You can do this with a block, pillow, or if you have a blanket nearby, that's fine too. One leg at a time, raise the legs to the sky. Palms of the hands turn skyward, shoulders relaxed, head and neck relaxed. And come back to your yogic breath. So as you breathe in, you feel the belly expanding just naturally. And as you breathe out, you feel the belly button pulling inwards towards the low back. And we'll stay here for around 1 minute. This posture is really, really good for circulation. It helps with the blood circulation as well as lymph circulation. It helps to drain the lymph from the feet and ankles and recirculate it through the body. It's also very healthy for the skin and the neck, chest, and face. It helps to focus the mind.